Hello and welcome to a new Heatable video. Today we're going to be covering one of the most common causes of boiler failure in the UK. It only costs you a few minutes of your time and it can save you a lot of money in the long run. Now it's important that your boiler maintains the standard pressure levels of around 1.5 bar when the heating is on and around 1.2 bar when it's off. It's imperative for efficient performance and reducing general wear and tear. So the first step is diagnosing the issue. How can you tell if your boiler is too low? Well, luckily there's a big fat gauge on most boilers that are designed to tell you just that. This isn't one of them. The gauge should show a section of green. This is your safe zone between 1.2 and 1.5 bar. This is when it's on. So the first sign of low pressure in your boiler may be a lockout. This is when your boiler turns off and displays the relevant error code on the interface. We can't get it to show up here because this boiler is just too good. Now, the code might not always be low pressure in the manual. There are a lot of error codes that boil down to just low pressure. So it's worth looking through the list of error codes for your particular boiler to see if it's an issue that points to low pressure. Basically, you should always check your pressure before anything else. It can save you a lot of time and effort in the long run. So your gauge is in the red, you're under half a bar and your boiler has locked down. First thing you need to do is check the gauge. Fake one here. This is our gauge today. As you can see, 1.8 bar, a bit on the higher side, but nothing too much to worry about. However, if you see a consistent dropping of pressure, that is an immediate tell of a leak somewhere. Woo! Now, we're not going to go digging inside the boiler. We need a gas engineer for that, but what you can do is inspect the boiler unit itself for visual leaks, so we're good. Next thing you need to check is your radiators. So you need to check the bleed valve and also the TRV, anything else on the system, look at the pipes. If there's no leaks, you're golden. Now do that for every single radiator on your property. Time yourself, make a game out of it. Another place to check for a leak is the PRV, the safety valve on the boiler. Checking, it's not moist. Now some hidden signs include damp spots in unexplained places, and I'm not talking about your underwear. Or unexplained water loss despite having topped up the water. That could also indicate a leak in a section of the pipework. And if you've recently bled your radiators, this can also cause the pressure to drop. I mean, that's the intended purpose of it really, and will need topping up. But after repressurizing, if it's still dropping, you got yourself a leak. If your boiler pressure is too low and it's not caused by a leak, then you're gonna have to repressurize it. Don't worry, this is easy stuff. Now, step one, you're gonna have to find your filling loop. This is the silvery snake thing just underneath your gas boiler. It's a flexi pipe with either 1 or 2 taps on it. You can see there's 2 here. 1, 2. Amazing. Once you've found your little silver snake, you've got to increase the pressure. To do this, open both taps. Don't worry, if there's only one, just open that one. As you're doing this, you should see the pressure start to rise on the pressure gauge. Congratulations, you're repressurizing your boiler. Great job, but don't celebrate with a cuppa just yet. Keep an eye on it. Now, when you see the pressure get back up to 1 bar, close the taps immediately, turning them back to their original position. This should be everything. Your boiler is repressurized officially. But as we said before, if the pressure continues to drop even after repressurizing, then it's likely that there is still a leak somewhere in your system. At that point, it's best to consult the help of a gas-safe engineer to help you diagnose and fix the issue. And with that, I give you my congratulations. With any luck, you've fixed your boiler and you're well on your way to a hot shower, or whatever people do with fixed boilers. Before we sign off, there's some key takeaways here. When your boiler is on and it's heating, the pressure should be around 1.5 bar. When it's off, around 1 to 1.2 bar. If you need to top up the pressure, add water via the filling loop. And finally, if you suspect a leak, consult the assistance of a registered gas-safe engineer. Please, we are not liable for anything that you do to yourself. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if it helped you out, comment if you need more help below, and subscribe to the channel for more boiler and solar related content.